Welcome to our Level 2 Diamond Notes. Because I know the video probably sounds funky right now and is not sounding like it should, I'm going to tell you a fun fact. Did you know that bees cannot hear? They're just really sensitive to vibrations. They can't actually hear the sounds we sound. Crazy, I know. Okay, hopefully the video is working by now. You can hear me talking. This is Level 2 Diamond Notes. We are talking about graphing linear functions. Remember, linear just means a line. The equation we know for a line is y equals mx plus b. So we are actually going to take this equation right here and make a line without having to touch our calculator. The first thing we're going to do is identify the y-intercept. That's our b value in our equation. So -3 is our y-intercept. Next, we're going to plot the point for the y-intercept. So the point for the y-intercept is always 0, a number. And this time, our number is -3. So I'm going to start at the center. I don't move left or right. I'm going to go down to -3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to plot a point right there. Our third step is to identify the slope. That is our m value in our equation. So our slope is equal to 4. Now, you may remember that slope means rise over run. So when we have just a number, so just a 4, it's kind of like 4 over 1. And we know that 4 divided by 1 is just 4. So we've identified our slope. Number 4 says, starting from the y-intercept, we're going to plot 2 or more points using the slope. So that means I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go up. I'm going to rise 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to run 1. There's 1 point. I need to do at least 2 more points from this point. So there's 1. I'm going to go up 4. I'm going to go over 1. That's it. That's all we had to do. Number 5 just reminds us that slope is rise over run. So rise can go up or down. Run can go to the left or to the right. So now we finished our line. The last step of a line is to find some sort of straight edge. I'm going to use a note card. You can use your ID or a ruler or another piece of paper, and we're going to draw a line through these 3 points. Now, this line needs to go all the way through the graph. Not just through your 3 little points, but all the way through the graph. That's it. So let's use these same steps and let's try 3 new problems. So remember, first thing we're going to do is identify the y-intercept. It's the b value. So for this one right here, our b value is this end piece. So we know our y-intercept is 0, 6. So I start at 0, 0. I don't move left or right, but I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I put the point. If you look at your steps at the top, number 2 is plot the point for y-intercept. We did that. Number 3 is identify the slope. On this one, our slope is -2 over 3. So I've got rise over run. So I'm starting at my y-intercept. I have to rise -2. So that really means go down. I'm going to go down -2, and I'm going to go +3. So down -2, 1, 2, 3. There's my first point. I need to do at least 1 more point. So I'm going to go down 2, +3, using my slope. I'm going to find my note card. I'm going to draw my line all the way through my graph. That's it. So let's try this next one. If you want to pause the video and try this one, go ahead and do that. Pause the video, try it, and when you come back, you can watch how I did this one. Okay, so this one we start with the y-intercept. We know that y-intercept is 0, comma, that b value. So 0, comma, -7. That's where I start. Start at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got my y-intercept point, I plotted it. Now I'm going to use my slope to make some more points. So my slope we know is rise over run. And my rise over run is 1 over 4. So it means I'm going to go up 1 and positive 4 to the right. So I start with my y-intercept, up 1, positive 4 to the right. That's 1 point. Up 1, positive 4 to the right. I added my 2 more points. I'm going to grab my note card. Draw my graph. Okay, for our last one, we still follow the same steps, but this time we don't have a y-intercept. Or so it seems. Really, this is saying plus 0. So our y-intercept is going to be 0, comma 0. Remember, it's 0, comma a number. Well, our number is 0. There's nothing there. So my y-intercept is the origin of my graph, the very center. So I'm still going to do the same thing with my slope. I know that slope is rise over run. And I know my slope is a -3. So -3 goes on top over a positive 1. -3 divided by 1 is still -3. So from my y-intercept 0, 0, I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 1. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, positive 1. I've got my note card. I'm going to draw my line, and that is it. So that's exactly how you do these problems. Just 5 steps. When you are doing these problems, remember that when the slope is positive, your line's going to be going up to the right. When your slope is negative, your line's going to be going down to the right. So when we had a negative slope, we were going down. We had a positive slope, we're going up. Double check that you've got your slope right by thinking positive up, negative down. Now you can go finish your practice and go check the key. Good luck!